Hi, my name is Katie Helliwell. I am the psychic expert. I've got over 20 years experience working with spirit, and welcome to my YouTube channel. I'll be dropping content every single day to this channel. All you need to do is like and subscribe, and also just let me know if what I'm producing for you is actually what you really want to see, or if there's any other content that you've been thinking about and would like to know more insight on. There is nothing I can't explain and give you insight on, so it'll be a pleasure to hear from you. Also, please make sure you follow all my other channels as well, my Instagram, my TikTok, and my Facebook business page. If you go into the description on this video, can't get my words out, if you go into the description, you will be able to see the links there to my Facebook group, Talk Spirit to Me. I'm live in there 3 times a week, and it'd be a pleasure to have you. Anyway, enough from me. Enjoy the trainings. Welcome. This is Talk Spirit to Me. It is my brand new Facebook group, and it's to help you understand your psychic abilities and start to understand your skills, how you can actually bring them to fruition, understand the oddities that you've been through. And I'm basically here to guide you because I know what it's like when you're wondering what on earth's going on, or you're having these things happen to you and you don't know what to do with it. It's so frustrating, and it's like, well, what do I actually do here? How do I guide myself? You know, what is it? What do I actually do? So I am here to be your human guide whilst you're trying to work all that out and just give you the insight that you're looking for. All right. So let me know in the comments where you're from, and also let me know whereabouts you are in your spiritual journey now. So if you are brand new to this and a new beginner, just literally type number 1. Just type a 1 in the comments. Let me know you're a brand new beginner. If you have been working with spirituality a while and you do readings, or you're a healer, or you've done some courses, or you kind of know a little bit about it, pop a 2 in the comments. Pop a 2. If you have got some insight and you feel this is your calling, like you feel that you are meant to do something with spirit, and you're like, I know I'm meant to do something with it. I can feel them coming back to me. I feel this pull all the time. I don't know what it is. If you are that person, drop a number 3. So if you think this is going to be your career change and this is going to be something you welcome in, drop a 3 in the comments below. All right. So before we begin, thank you for being here. But also, a lot of you don't actually know who I am. Why would you? Some of you just found me on TikTok. Some of you have been following me for a while. But my name is Katie Helliwell. I'm a psychic expert. I'm a medium. I see, hear and feel spirit. I run a psychic training school, and I also offer business guidance to female entrepreneurs, psychically tuned into them, and energetic practices to help them through life and their development and also their business moves. So I believe that everyone here on earth should be activated their full potential. And that means sometimes understanding what your spiritual gift is, understanding what your soul purpose is, and also amalgamating it all together so you become the bright shining star that you're here to be. Now, your spirit guides and that connection you build with them, which you will do over time here with me, is absolutely priceless. I've been working with spirit 19 years now. 19 years? I know I don't look old enough. Joking, I do. So 19 years. But for 13 of those, I was actually a secret psychic. I was like, has anyone seen the film Hitch? I was the secret psychic, so I'd go around Birmingham in the UK, driving like miles out of my direction so that people would know who I actually was, to read for people. I was learning and developing and doing all sorts of things for years behind the scenes. I was a PA for many years, and I've only been public with my gift for 5 years. So 5 years, which, to be fair, is quite a long time now when I think about it. And in that 5 years, I've built a global following of over 160,000 people. I've took hundreds of people through my psychic school, my courses, and I've also supported so many female entrepreneurs to help scale their businesses, connect to their passion, and really tap in and allow the manifestation of what they're here to create come to fruition and generate hundreds of thousands. I am a multiple 6-figure earner every year as well, which I'm very proud of, and I'm only going to get bigger, stronger and more well-known each and every year. All right, so I'm here for a very big purpose. I am here to spread the love of spirituality. I also want to give it like a fresh edge, because like whenever I used to do any parties, and I say parties very loosely, so people used to hire me for events. So I used to go along to events and I'd be like a guest sort of entertainment, I would say. And I know that sounds a little bit tacky, but it wasn't. It was a really lovely thing, and it was very thoughtful to Spirit the way it was done. But I used to go along to these events and I'd show up and then people would be like, oh, hi, nice to meet you. And I'd be like, oh, hi, I'm Katie, what's your name? And they'd say their name and then they'd be like, oh, what time's the psychic coming? I really can't wait to meet this psychic. I wonder what time she's coming. And I'm like, I'm the psychic, I'm here. And they'd be like, you're the psychic? What, for real? And I'm like, yeah, I'm the psychic. And they're like, but you don't look psychic. I'm like, what do you mean I don't look psychic? They're like, but you look normal. I was like, what do you mean I look normal? They're like, well, you've just got normal clothes on and you look normal and you look like a normal human. And I said, well, what were you expecting? And they're like, well, a crystal ball, you know, big hair, long skirts, big earrings and big giant crystals coming off you. And I was like, no, not all of us walk around like that. Some of us just are, you know, wearing normal clothes and have normalish hair and yeah, just live a normal life. So people were dumbfounded. And then it got me thinking about the stereotypical aspect of what people expect a psychic to look like or a spiritualist. And I think this is why we kind of, well, not everyone, because I know some people are very brave with their gift. I wasn't very brave at all, but I think that's why I hid so long, because I didn't fit the mold of it. So I didn't fit the mold of being a psychic and I didn't fit the mold of being a normal human. So where did I fit? And I felt like I didn't belong anywhere for just so long. And that's always been part of my life. And I know it's very common thing for you guys as well. And I know a lot of my students say the same. They just feel like they don't belong. There's something missing. So yeah, so I thought I'd share that part because I do think it's quite interesting and also quite funny, like what we all perceive a spiritualist to look like or be or behave. That's always the way. So I've set up this group because I've built over the years my business through readings and, as I said, all the different ways. But I want to focus this group just on psychic development. So this is the group for you if you are interested in learning your psychic skills. Every single one of you's got a gift and we're going to go into that shortly. It is the group where you can share insight about what your experiences are. You can share your thoughts, your frustrations, your feelings towards spirit. You're going to learn so much, like so much. However, I like to be upfront. I'm a very honest person, very open. I am a business. I am. So whilst you can stay in this group for free, and of course you can be here forever as long as you want, but I will be offering you opportunities to come onto paid programs. However, there will always be an option for you to learn, like I'm doing all these lives for you, or I'll always serve, always give you information. And my accountant said to me, he's like, why do you give so much away for free? Like, why do you do so much? Why do you do so many trainings? And I answered to him in the way that I do believe that people need to understand the person that's teaching them. I do think they need to understand the way and the methods that I use to actually teach. And if it doesn't resonate with you, there might be another teacher for you. So it might not be me that is your mentor. It could be somebody else. And I'd rather you come on board, you see what this is like, you drop the fear that you might be holding on to, or you drop the reservations that, am I gifted? Am I psychic enough? And understand you before you start a journey. So I'd rather you did that and just saw if this is for you. So you'll be given the opportunity to come in, and there'll be three ways that you can work with me, and you can make an informed decision as to when and if that is right for you. Okay, so if you don't want to, you don't have to, no one's holding you hostage, but you can stay in the group and you're still going to learn so much. But if you want to take it to the next level and you want to divulge and you want to have spiritual practices like this at the drop of your hat and you just be able to click on and then do them, then you'll be given an opportunity to have that available. Okay, so that's the open, honest thing about it. Now, what I need from you in this Facebook group is the following. So I believe in creating a safe space for people to feel that they can speak openly about what they're experiencing, their gifts, and everything they've got going on. So I want to keep this group as friendly as possible and as open as possible. So I would like you to be very thoughtful about what you comment to other people. I feel like I shouldn't have to say this, but it also does happen. So I have to make you aware. If anyone, I will tolerate zero, and I know I sound really bossy now, but it's my group, my rules. I will tolerate zero bullying in this group. So if anyone is horrible to anyone or strongly disagrees in a very aggressive manner, you will be removed within an instant, like that, gone. If someone you feel has been very untoward towards you, you need to just report it, report the comment, I will see it, and we will remove them, okay? So we want you to feel safe. I want you to feel like you can talk and share and have your experiences. So to do that, you've got to feel comfortable. I also will not tolerate, and I've seen this already, but just to let you know, anyone sharing other mediums or healers or other light workers live streams to my group. And the reason for that is because, not that they're competition or anything like that, is because I'm very different to most other teachers, very, very different. And you'll come to understand that and you'll see how, and you're going to get so much from this. So I know you're going to be in the right place. But I don't want anyone confusing their teachings with somebody else's methods. So there's a lot of things other people do that I don't agree with, I don't think are right. And from my experience, and I'm very experienced, the way I teach, it gives you the result you're looking for. Not everyone, some people will be suitable for other people, and that's totally okay. But I don't want to confuse you. So if you are in this group and you want to learn and you're going to take this like semi-seriously, you know, I know you've all got lives, you've got the things going on other than spirit, then I want you to be able to give this your attention and your time. So I want you to be able to zone out, just temporarily, just pause other people that you watch, just pause all the YouTubes that you Google, just pause everything, and just give me your attention just for a bit and see how far you get. Because I know you're going to develop and understand yourself so much quicker than anywhere else. Like, that's not me being big-headed. I just know it. I just know it for you. And I'm going to give you that time. I'm going to give you that energy. So please don't share anything. It won't be publicised into the group. It won't be allowed. So, and just close off so you're learning from one mentor. Because if you try and learn from everybody, you're just going to get confused and you're going to get confuzzled, and you won't know if you're doing something right or something else is not right, and you're just going to slow down your progress. So just stop temporarily and see how you get on, okay? Please don't DM anybody in the group that you see and go, oh, I'm going to start chatting to them, because they might not want you to. So please just respect people's privacies. This is a public group. People are allowed to join. You will see people joining all the time, but just don't DM them, guys. It's just like a bit tacky. And if you are trying to sell something, please don't DM someone and ask them for a sale, because it's just like, just don't do that. Just don't. Number one, it's not the way to do business. And number two, it's just naff. So don't do it, okay? It's not allowed. What else have I put on here? Okay, so what you can do is talk about you. I would love to hear about you. So share in the comments, post to the group about you, your experiences, your oddities, your questions, your feelings. And when I say your oddities, I mean the spiritual oddities that happen to us, not you being odd. So if you've had something really odd happen to you, it actually is, I'd love to hear, I'd love to know, and we can understand exactly what's going on with you. I've just had a call come through. Can I just check the sound is okay? Someone can just comment and let me know the sound is okay. That would be amazing. Hello, everyone. I'm not ignoring you, I promise. I just want to get all this out. Hey. Let me just check that you can all still hear me. Sounds all good, yeah? Yeah, all good? Just checking that's not an old comment. It is, perfect, amazing. Right, wonderful. Okay, so you can share all about you, what's been happening with you. We want to know, we want to understand about your vibration, what you've experienced, what you've gone through, your breakthroughs, your triumphs with spirit. We want to understand. But don't be all sneaky and trying to get your business advertised in there at the same time. If you are a psychic medium, or your group, or your healing services or anything like that, this isn't the group for that. Please don't do that. You know, market your business appropriately, brand yourself, and then people will come to you and book in. You don't need to ride off somebody else's group. They won't be allowed in. They won't. So just be mindful of that. But I'd love to get to know you all so much more. Right, so that's all my bossiness gone. Are you all still with me? Are you all still ready to go? I hope you are. So today we're going to explore your gift and understand a little bit about what you've been experiencing and how to identify what type of gift you've actually got, because people spend months, if not years, wondering if they're gifted. And then they wonder if they are gifted in a certain area. And then they wonder, well, if I am gifted in that area, what's my evidence to support that, and what should I be experiencing? And then when they start to divulge and go into that sort of area where they are open and they are feeling spirit, then they question, am I actually feeling spirit, or am I actually going mad? And am I actually doing this properly? And then they still think, oh, am I getting the sign, or am I imagining the sign? And then when the sign comes, they still don't believe that sign's for them. So they ask for a signier sign, and then they still doubt themselves. They still don't have the confidence. They pause for a while and they don't take any action. They carry on with life just normal, doing their normal everyday things. And then they don't really ever tap into it. And they still know it's there and it's available, but they don't ever fully accept it. Am I talking to you? Let me know. So we want to identify what area you are experiencing now. So what gift you've actually got. And guys, can I just say, let's not waste any time with this, because you are all gifted. You are all gifted. Now, I will hand on heart open up and admit, I never used to believe this. I used to think that there was only like 0.01% of us out in the atmosphere, the human world, that were able to tap into spirit. I actually believed that for so long, and I actually taught that. I was like, you're not going to be as good as somebody who's naturally gifted. And I take it all back. I do, because it was wrong. And I take it all back because we all evolve, we all learn, we all understand, we all go through things in life, and we all move on, and we all change, don't we? And we accept things, and we see things, and we get shown that actually what you once thought isn't actually correct. So you are all gifted. And if you just accept that now, you're going to save yourself so much time, stress and worry, because we are going to make waves so much quicker if you just accept that now you are gifted. So your name, let's see some of your names. Like literally, let's have a look. So Linda, you are gifted. Elaine, you are gifted. Megan, you are gifted. Amy, you are gifted. Julia, you are gifted. You are all gifted. Suzanne, you are gifted. See, I know you all. I know. Don't worry, you can watch on replay, that's okay, guys. Charlotte, you are gifted. Everyone watching on replay, you are gifted. Where you're actually open and receiving can be very, very different. And this is where people get confused, and they start thinking that they're not as talented as somebody else, or I can never be able to read like that person. So I remember standing in the psychic, I don't know where I was standing, but I was at psychic school, the spiritualist church, and they used to do live events there with like platform work. So if anyone doesn't know what platform work is, it's where a medium stands on the stage and then demonstrates psychic connection and tunes in and selects people, and everyone then sort of joins in. Okay, and they say yes or no, it relates to them. So it was psychic work, psychic platform work. And I remember sitting there looking at this woman on the stage thinking, how is she doing that? Like, how can she do that work? Like, how can she stand there and receive all their messages and then have that confidence within her to then say, this is definitely for you. Like, this is definitely for you. You've got this message like there. And I was like, oh my gosh. And I was in awe of this woman. I couldn't take my eyes off her. I was staring at her every move, her every eye movement, her every arm movement. I mean, she must have found my eyes boring into her like this, like totally in awe of her. And I remember thinking that every time I got in the car to learn to drive. So it took me 18 months to learn to drive, guys. I was a slow burner, to say the least, because I kept thinking, how am I supposed to change gear? Look in the mirror, turn the wheel, and then also be aware of my wing mirrors, which I kept forgetting about. Then also maybe turn up the stereo or play with the heater. Maybe the windows were steamy. Then if it was raining, I had to put on the wipers. They weren't electronic back then. And then I would also have to flick the switch up to go left and right, and then steer. Like, how are you supposed to do all this in one go? And I remember saying that to my driving instructor, and I said, this is not realistic, this is not normal, because how am I supposed to do all this in one go and pay attention to everything? And he looked at me and he laughed and he said, look, you will get it. It will make sense to you. You'll be able to click one day and you'll do it all without thinking. And I was like, I don't believe you, I don't believe you. So because I didn't believe him, it took me a lot longer than most to actually pass my driving test. Very good driving, I would like to say. So you think about now, when you were learning to drive, or something that you've accomplished that you once thought, how on earth am I going to manage to do all this? Like how? If you're a mom, I know a lot of you here are moms, you know, we juggle a lot. We juggle a lot. How do we get our kids to school on time, feed the youngest baby, make sure they've got all their homework and all their book bags all packed and all that stuff, and get them there? Like, because we're always juggling. So we can do this, we can juggle, we can understand what the spiritual insight is we're being sent, what we're meant to do with it, and what our spiritual purpose is with our gift, and where it's going to lead us, where it's going to take us, and the in-depth language we get through from spirit, and the codes they send us, the metaphors they send us, the symbols they send us, all of that we need to not get bombarded with, because it'll all make sense eventually, like driving does, like being a mom does. Like your first day at your new job, everything feels so hard and so complicated, and then a couple of weeks in, you're like, oh, I'm getting into the swing of this. Yeah, it's all making sense. It's exactly the same as spirituality, but we make it really complicated. We make it really complicated. So we are going to find what gift you've actually got right now. We're going to get to that, and I'm going to give you some examples how we can find out for you, and this is going to be a little bit interactive. Again, if you're watching on replay, just comment, because I see the actual comments. Just make sure you put hashtag replay so I know, and we will come back to you. So I want you to understand now that this gift is there within you. You have got it now. So number one, you're gifted. It's not even up for a debate. I don't want to see anyone saying, but am I actually spiritually gifted? You are. You were the moment you were born, and you still are now. Where we are going to identify where you're currently receiving, so that's going to be fun. We're going to do that now. But before we do that, I just want you to think just for a moment, and you can think about this after this call if you want as well, and just get your energy behind it. Like, why do you want to develop? Like, what's actually made you come here? Like, why are you spending your precious moment? Like, your time is the one commodity we can never get back, and we give away so freely. Like, why are you here? Why are you giving me your time? Why is it you want to connect to spirit? Why now? What is it? What's this pull? What's this urgency? What's this desire within you? Tell me what it is. What is it you feel pulled to do? And why? Why are you here? And some of you are probably thinking, no idea why I'm here. Now I'm looking at you, Katie, I have no idea. Now I'm listening to you, I have no idea why I'm here. Like, own it. Are you actually confused as to why you're here? Or are you very clear as to why you're here? And what it is that you're here to do, what it is that you're here to bring? Let me know. Why are you here? What is it about this group? What is it about spirit? And if you don't know why you're here, then just put, I don't actually know. I don't know, Katie. So when saying something within me is pulling me to learn what I feel and understand I'm feeling. Yes. When we need answers, don't we? We want to know why we're experiencing things. Charlotte's saying, I'm not sure, Katie. I just know that when I think about spirits, I get a strange feeling in my stomach. Ooh, could be a little bit of fear there. So we can uncover that. Linda, I want to help others to understand all about spirituality, not fear it. Help others to develop their gifts. Yes, absolutely. Love that. Because people fear it. I feared it for so long and it really held me back. I struggle with my life with feeling or not knowing. Hang on, you're all coming through thick and fast. Wait there. I've been told I'm a healer. I suffer with memory loss. First 7 years of my life at least. I just need to connect to myself. Yes, we can help you with that. I feel like I'm here to help others. The pull has been really strong for 3 years now. I've been obsessed with spirit since I was a little girl. Yes. So you've all been sent, haven't you? Ah. Okay, I'm really happy. Thank you guys for those beautiful comments. Thank you. So just be reminding yourself, you're here for a reason. You're here to understand yourself and you're here for a reason. Okay. Jenna, that's fine. Curious, and I see a lot of signs. I think sometimes when we just have an interest in something, that's okay. Like, I have an interest in spirituality, obviously, it's my life, but it's part of who I am, but I love it. But I also have an interest in, well, at the moment, it's a new interest. I also have an interest in fitness. I've always had an interest in fashion, but it doesn't mean I'm going to be a fashion advisor, and it doesn't mean I'm going to be a fitness fanatic and a trainer. I think that would never happen, but I have an interest in it. So it's okay to have interest in these things. You don't have to be in this group just because you're going to change your whole life and become a medium. So many people do. So many people I work with, they end up changing their lives. They leave their jobs, corporate jobs, high-end jobs. I've had people work in the film industry that have left completely and gone and set up spiritual practices and are living their best lives known to man. So we've had people who are in IT, working high level in IT, and then they've just quit and they've just become and had a whole awakening and done something completely new. So if that's your journey, that's what you're meant to do, that will happen. It will, but you'll feel the pull. But if you've just got an interest in this, that's okay. It's all right. So you're very welcome, whatever stage you're at and whatever it is you're looking for. Me and Spirit welcome you with open arms. Okay, let's get into your gift. Okay, so I'm staying on track. I'm doing well, guys. I'm doing well. There's a few of you here that know me. You know I'll go off on a tangent. I'm doing really well. Stay on track. So we want to know what you are experiencing. So in order to know what gift you've got, I need to know what you're experiencing. So you're going to have to get back onto your keyboards again, sorry guys, and tell me what it is you're actually experiencing. So what is it? When I say that, I mean, are you having funky dreams? Are you seeing angel numbers? Are you hearing spirit? Are your ears driving you insane? Are they popping and crackling and ringing? Are you thinking of someone and then they suddenly appear? Every time you're around the house, are you seeing shadows out the corner of your eyes? Are you getting premonitions? Are you getting sinking feeling in your stomach? Is your gut just driving you mad? Because it's like someone's there presenting themselves this way to you and then all of a sudden you can see into their soul and like, that is not what you're about, or that is not what you're telling me. Like, what is going on? What is it that you're feeling at the moment? What are you experiencing? Because everything you are experiencing now leads you to understand what type of gift you've got. It's all there in black and white. We can understand just from your experiences what is actually going on. Okay, so Suzanne's getting the angel numbers. Suzanne, which ones? Have you looked them up? What do they mean? Does it resonate? And are you actually reaching out to your angels and asking for support, or are you trying to do everything by yourself? Sarah's getting images where meditating, feelings, tingles, voices stronger, but gut feelings. Oh, Sarah, that's huge. Okay, so images while you are meditating. What are the images? Are they images of family members? Are they people you don't know? Let me know. Meditating, feeling. What else did she say? Let's have a look. I've lost your comment. Feeling, tingles, voices stronger, gut feelings. Okay, so which out of those? So Sarah, for example, here has said that she sees images while meditating, which is very normal. Feeling tingles, voices, and stronger gut feelings. However, you've got multiple ways that Spirit are communicating with you, Sarah. But which one of those would you say is the strongest? As in, which one's the most powerful? And also, so which is one that grabs your attention the most? Which one feels the most, like, almost overwhelming? Like overwhelming energy, and which one do you get first? So we probably, this is the thing, it's an awareness now. We don't always have the awareness in our bodies and in our senses, which one is the actual powerful one. It could be that, oh, I've got all of these things going on, oh my gosh, but one feeds off the other. So for example, your vision would feed maybe off your hearing. So you might hear first, then you get a vision. But you wouldn't necessarily know that was the case because you're not paying attention, because you're just like, oh my God, what was that in my ear? Oh, and now I see this, and oh, that's over there. So we don't always know what's going on. So we have to stop and actually pay attention to, does this one activate that? And does the eyes then activate the gut? And does the gut then activate the heart? And does the heart then activate the head? Like, we need to understand what the the symmetry is in your body to understand the connection that's gone through. Okay, so that's a bit of soul work for you all. Ruth saying ringing in ears and angel numbers. Yes, I love the ringing in ears. The amount of people that have gone to an ENT doctor, I think they're actually psychic, it's like mega. Megan is saying heavy feelings on my left side. I've seen dark shadows, seen one white shadow of a woman. I see angel numbers constantly. I seem to predict things. My dreams are very vivid, always seem to connect with something that then happens. I tell my friends how I feel what's going to happen, and it does. Megan, that is mega. So again, very similar to Sarah, pay attention to which one feeds which one's the most powerful. Because what we want to do, guys, is isolate just one area to begin with, one sense, whether it be your ears, whether it be your ears, whether it be your eyes, whether it be your channeled voice, whether it be, you know, feelings in your tummy, feelings, emotion, having just a knowing. We need to just have one area. Shadows in the house. Ooh, exciting, Julia. I love a nice shadow in the house. I think, oh, what's coming, guys? Kerry saying messages in dreams, premonitions and sensing spirit around me. I believe it's family members connecting through the lights. I always think my toddler can see them. Yeah, children can. Children have no barriers at all until about the age of 7 or 8. So every child is naturally psychic, but then after the age of 8, if they're still seeing spirit or still experiencing them, then they also have the very strong ability that's still open. But most children just tend to zone out from it, and then they have to learn again in adult life. Okay. They all say spiritual awakenings. Yeah. When I was younger, someone was sat next to me when I awoke during the night. I've had deja vu, angel numbers and feathers. Yes, Jane. God, guys, you really are open, aren't you? Look at all this stuff. Amazing. Dreams have come and shown me future people come into my life too. Woohoo! How do you all feel about all this? Do you feel like it's great, or do you all feel a bit overwhelmed? Or do you actually feel like, you know what, this is just my life and just what I expect? I tend to smell something. I feel energy even though I'm alone, and get fast heartbeats when I notice it. And it's been a few weeks now that I've been waking up between 3 and 4 because I thought I heard something. Yeah, awakening hours. Between 3 and 4. Spirit are very heightened at that time. Okay. Right, so these are all fantastic. They're amazing. So let me just summarise this for you to make it so easy, so then you'll be able to go, oh, that's what I've got. Okay, and they'll be able to isolate it. So the first thing I want you to do from taking away from this is, if you've got more than one way that you are sensing spirit or experiencing things at the moment, then I want you to pay attention to which one is the most powerful. Which one's the most powerful, which one comes through the most frequently, and pay attention to if one actually offsets the other. Just pay attention to that vibration. So that's the first thing, okay? The second thing is here now, we need to understand what people come to you for. Now, not spirit people, human people. There's a lot of answers in this, and a lot of people don't feel as if they understand this at all. They just totally disregard it. But it's a massive piece of the jigsaw puzzle. So we're going to really simplify it. So Debbie, don't worry. A little overwhelmed, but enjoying it yet. Don't worry. I know this can be a little bit overwhelming. I'm going to try and break it down. And for those of you that are quite advanced, please don't think, oh, this is too simple, this is too easy. Going back to this will really set you free and help you accelerate what you've already built, what you've already learned. All right, so what you are experiencing now, so what you guys are experiencing with your everyday life, people around you, is going to give you the key to where you're strongest and where you're open right now. Now, this could change, but for now, we just want to focus here, on the here and now. So, when your people come to you, your human people, your friends, your families, your loved ones, what do they come to you for the most? Ready? Is it advice? Don't answer straight away. Don't answer straight. Wait till you've heard them all. But do they come to you for advice? Do they come to you for a listening ear? Do they want you to sit and listen to them and want to just tell you stuff? And maybe that happens to you in shops, happens to me a lot with strangers in shops. Anyone else? And then what do people want to know what you see for them? So they say, oh, I've got this problem and this happens. But what do you see me actually doing? What do you see me stepping into? What do you see is available to me? Do you get that as well? Is that happening? Do you get people that want to just spend time with you? So they're on the phone going, are you available today? I'd like to see you because you just make me feel good, or just being in your energy just makes me feel like so empowered. I just want to soak you up just a little bit more, just a little bit more. Like my daughters are dancers, for example, and my dance mom friends, there's so many of them. Like these dance competitions are very stressful. Everyone's highly charged. And in that environment, they're just like, where's Katie? Where's Katie? Just bring me the energy, bring me the energy. And I'm like, what energy? I'm not even open to spirit. What are you going on about? And they all just want to be near because they feel better. And I've done nothing. Like I haven't done anything, I haven't said anything, I haven't opened up to spirit, I've done nothing. But they want to be there to just be around me. They just say, I just want to be in your energy, I just want to be around you. Everyone says it, all my family members, all my friends, like I feel so much better from being with you. And all I've done is maybe sat watch TV with them, probably haven't even spoke, and they just want to be there. So what is it that people come to you for? So remember, are you the advice person? Are you the one they come to? You can comment now, by the way. Sorry, Jenna, I didn't mean to tell you off. So do they come to you for advice? Do they do that? Or do they come to you because they want you to just listen? They just want you to listen to them. Is it that, you know, what do you see for me? Can you see which direction? Or where do I go? What do I do? What can you see? And then just want to be around you. I just like your energy. You've just got something about you. Your aura is just really calming and really peaceful. So which one is the most? Which one is the most, guys? Suzanne said, my workmates say they're happy when I'm there. So yours is the last one then. I've got an itchy nose, hang on. Yours is the last one, which is just to be around you. Listening ear. Random people come up and tell you their life. Yes, I have that all the time. I think people come to me to think outside the box and solve a problem. Gosh, I know who to call when I'm in trouble, guys. I'm going to be like, so Julia, I know that you've got a really good listening ear, so do you want to hear all about my life? Debbie, I'm really concerned about this. I'm going to literally be hitting you all up here on DMs. Debbie saying, people tell me their health concerns or fed up with their jobs. Okay. Isn't it interesting how it's specific areas as well? This is all key information. You think nothing of it, but it's everything. Advice is more often with friends, but a lot of strangers just like to talk to me and vent, which is nice. That's a very common spiritual thing. A lot of people do. Advice and listening. I'm a good listener. Have random people always make conversation. A listening ear and asking for advice. Listening ear and family. Okay. Right. So get ready for this. Get your pens and paper. Are you ready? If you are a person that comes to you for advice all the time, it could be on anything, it doesn't matter what topic, but advice, then you are a healer. If, for example, I've just said it doesn't matter what topic, however, listen to this, if you are often getting asked for advice on relationships or on career or money or jobs and house moves and whatever it might be, then you are a healer. You could possibly be stepping into a role of being a healer for people in relationships that have had blocks, trauma, things happen. That could be your sole purpose and your calling, and you just didn't even notice. So advice often equals healer. Listening ear, someone who just wants to listen and they just want to sit and talk to you and just tell you things, and they don't necessarily want any advice, they just want to talk to you. Then you would be able to communicate to spirit through audio. So you would hear spirit. That's probably your gateway, because what you're here on earth doing is usually how you are receiving. So your gift, you'll probably notice your strongest area will be around your ears, which will be audio. Now, when I say you'll hear spirit, don't fall off your chair and think, oh my God, this is not the group for me, I don't want to hear spirit. You might hear spirit through your own thoughts. You might have disregarded that it's actually spirit and thought it was you. You might actually hear through a knowing, a sense and a know, And again, you might disregard it thinking, well, I don't know how I know that. That can't be right. I've picked it up somewhere. And you just associate it with something else. So if people ask what you see, what do you see for me? Or what's your opinion on this? Like, where can you see me going? What direction do you think is right for me? Can you see me with this person over here? Can you see where my house would be? What could you see me living in? And if you find yourself saying, I see you in that type of house, like there was a man yesterday talking to me, and I'm very visual. That's my gateway to spirit. That's how I connect, is visual. And I remember, well, it was only yesterday, of course I remember, this guy come up to me and I was out walking Henry, and he got a little dog with a little dicky bow. It was so cute. And I said, oh, I love your little doggy. And he's like, I really love your little dog. He's like, what breed is it? And we got talking. And he said he was shopping for a dog, and the dog he was with was actually his son's. And all I kept seeing was not him with a Henry. Henry's so small. He's the size of like a 4-kilogram dumbbell. He's tiny. And I said, I can't see you with a Henry. I said, I can see you with a Labrador, a chocolate Labrador. And he was like, that's so weird. I was looking at them this morning. I was like, yeah. So if you can see somebody with something, or you can see something there, and you can just like, that's what I see for you, then you are a visual person and you will receive spiritual connection through visions. That's how it will work for you. If people just want to be around you all the time, and they just want to be in your energy, and they're just like, I just want to be near you, I just want to be in your energy, you make me feel so good, then you will be able to channel spiritual practices. I know that sounds bizarre. If you're at the beginning of your journey, you're like, what? No, I can't. But you will be able to channel spiritual practices, which means that you could have something like how to actually meditate, or it could be something like how to cleanse your heart chakra, or it could be something like how to uplift your energy, or how to make a decision really quickly. And you could just have these words just come through you, just feel you, because your energy is a radar for people. You can channel the right energy. And the reason you can do that is because that's your natural flow, that's your natural connection. You'll get to learn how to do all that and how it all works, and, you know, bringing it to fruition. But that's why people are drawn to you, because you've got that ability. All right. Are there any light bulb moments? Let me know. I'm going to have to finish this off in a minute. I don't want to confuse you all on the first session. Does that make sense? Yeah, so Donna's saying recently things have popped in my head, and then she's just dismissed it as someone has spoken to me but haven't really understood. Yeah, that is also a sense of knowing and audio. So again, do people come to you and think that you're the listening ear? You're the one to speak to about things? Is that a thing? Okay, amazing. I'm glad you understand it. I pride myself on simplifying this. Hello, Michelle. I pride myself on simplifying how this all works, and also making it so easy for you guys to actually pick up on. Okay, amazing, amazing. I'm so pleased. Okay, so I'm going to shoot off now. I want you to think about this, and I want you to think about what I was saying earlier as well, and just make sure that things start clicking, because everything will start clicking now. Like, oh my God, that makes so much sense. And wow, that mist has just cleared over there. Oh, that's interesting. That's definitely talking to me. All of it should start to make sense to you. I will be back tomorrow at 9:30, and we will be talking about how to make your gift work with ease. So how we can get you connected with your gift with just ease, simplicity, and just making it so much easier for you to understand. So we are, yeah, started clicking. Yeah, I knew it would. So simplifying how to make a gift work with ease and flow. So we're going to do some interesting things tomorrow. I'll be there at 9:30 a.m. I might look a bit rough around the edges because I always do fitness in the morning now. And yeah, you might see me looking a bit rough around the edges. If I'm in gym gear, you know why. I've been to my fitness class. So join me then. If you can't, don't worry, just watch on live stream. So you don't have to scroll through the group and find all the live streams. I will pin them to the top of the Facebook group. So if you are logging back into the Facebook group, all you need to do is not search, because they will come through in different orders, especially if someone comments on them, they go all the way back up. But I'll pin them to the top, so you can just scroll to the top and it'll be under featured posts, and you'll be able to see week 1 or session 1, session 2, and you can watch them in order. All right. I love you all so much. Thank you for being here. If you would like to add anyone to this group that you think would benefit, please feel free to do so. You're very allowed to. And thank you for listening to all my rules and regulations, but I'm trying to keep it a safe zone for you all, and so that you all have the best, time here with me. I love you all. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you all tomorrow.